Welcome to Lost Culture, your one-stop destination for everything pop culture. My name's Aston, and today we're going to do a recap and a review for Power Season 3, Episode 10, In My Best Interest. So this episode was really action-packed. We had a lot of things going on. It was really great. Like, this is probably one of the best season finales that we actually had for Power. This is by far one of the best episodes of this season. Maybe the best. I think it's the best. Because this season drug along a little bit. Wasn't as action-packed as we're used to for this season. But we see there's so many cliffhangers on this episode that next season I'm really excited for. I can't wait. Actually, I'm super excited for next season. And it's great. Also, I'm going to announce the winner at the end of the video, like you're wondering by now. I know. Just give me a second. We'll do it at the end of the video. But besides that, this was a great episode. So, cool. A lot went on in this episode. I'm trying to think about where to start at. The best place I guess to start at is just with Greg. Let's go with Greg. So Greg, we see this whole episode is getting close to everything. He's actually in trouble at the beginning of the episode when we find out that Ruiz was killed. I'm sorry about that. We find out that Ruiz is actually on the paper, is on the books as being a state witness for the Lobos case, and we found out that Knox is in trouble for basically Greg is in trouble basically for running Ruiz under the paper, under the table, and not actually protecting him. He should have been in WITSEC since he was actually a witness against Lobos, but since he wasn't, there's reason to believe that he was actually killed for becoming state property. Well, that's state. Is it state property? Or state property when you're becoming a state witness, whatever. So he's not state property. He wasn't arrested, but he was a snitch. So, but a state informant, that's what it is. But it's crazy that even though he was in trouble, he was still going and getting all these favors, talking to everybody about he had proof that Angela was dirty and all these different things. A lot of people a lot of people just okay with it, not really, they weren't really okay with it. They're telling look, if that shit if it's not on the books, we can't really use it, and which is a pretty good it's pretty good because we've already seen them do something illegal and Tommy gets off of it for that reason. Now, this episode, we see Greg's talking to everybody about it, but he having the evidence. We see Tommy just talks too much. Everybody always says that Tommy talks too much. We still don't know about Keisha. Well, I'll get back to that later. Tommy just talks too much. We see they're in the car. He admits to killing Lobos, and then he kills him within a whole 30 seconds. Tommy just talks too much. Ruiz even tried to warn him in the video, you're going to regret this. But luckily, Greg got killed. I'm not saying that evidence is out of play because we don't really know how that evidence is going to work. So, what we do know, we don't really know anything. They don't have any the only reason they have for Ghost to have killed Greg is basically because of Angela. So, I don't know how they're what motive they're going to give him besides Angela. Greg didn't have anything against Ghost really, and we know him and Ghost got into it a few times, but besides that, there's no reason for that. And I feel like Ghost might actually, for this incident, Ghost might actually confess to just breaking into the house. And that's what I would do. And I would honestly, I'll say I broke into the house when Angela was there. She probably don't know he was there, but I don't really know no other way for him to get out of this. His fingerprints are there. They know him and Greg does not have a good rapport over the last couple years. Well, not years, but months, whatever. They know these two have run-ins. They're both in love with the same woman. They've both been sleeping with the same woman, and different things. So we don't know how Ghost is going to get out of that, but it's just crazy that when he was telling everybody that he had this illegal stuff, that everybody was just oh, And he just telling people like, oh, you guys do this stuff too, like to his mentor, like, but his mentor like, oh, we do it to stop, we do it to stop terrorism, not to find drug dealers. And yeah, so that's really like, and I like how Greg, once Greg found out that Mike was like the rat, I knew that was the incident. I feel like Greg played that incident so poorly. Like he should have just ran with the fact that mm, ran with the fact that Angela was the rat. I want to say nothing about that information. I'm glad that everything just clicked in his head, but I feel like he was stupid for even calling Mike over there. Like, there was no reason to call Mike there. You didn't have any hard evidence. Yes, you thought it was him. And I'm pretty sure he was trying to save his career, get out of trouble because everybody knew his witness just got killed. And him and his mom, basically his boss, was in trouble. So that happens. We see that happens. We see when he's at the house, is talking to him. He took forever to come back, and you could tell his demeanor was different when he came in there. And even if he wasn't going to like turn on Angela, he should have just played with it. Like he should just. It's better to get out there. Like Greg was just, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. It looked like he was on coke or something this whole episode. We see he's all twitchy. He's unstable. We see like he's sniffing his nose a lot, like tweaking his jaw. I don't know what was up with Greg. I don't know if he's actually on drugs or what this episode, but we get to see that. We see he's high, like he's super focused, and I don't understand why he did that to Mike. He should have just played it cool. And I knew Greg was gonna die as soon as Mike put his hand down, and Greg stepped forward like he was gonna try to do something. Greg, Greg, and Mike was just so smooth. You see how he just real quick hit him with it. Yeah, Greg, R.I.P. to Greg. R.I.P. I don't know what to say, man. And that happened. We got what's next? We got so much happened this episode. It's so crazy. So Greg is killed. We see he just leaves him there. I thought for a second he was gonna leave his beer bottle. I was like, you idiot. You idiot. And another thing that really make sense to me, I might just be picky about things, but let's think about this. If Greg was like, I'm pretty sure Greg was being supervised after he got shot. So why would Greg be calling him why would Greg be calling Lobos if he just got shot? Yes, it's just weird that he's the sole survivor of the convoy. That would raise a couple of red flags. Everybody else got shot in the head and whatnot, and Greg just gets a couple to the chest. Yes, a couple of red flags comes up, and I just don't see how he would have had the time to call. Because after Lobos got away, he basically had to be supervised by everybody to make sure he was okay. And another thing is, I'm glad Greg was pretty noble. Like, even though he wanted to take Angela down, he wouldn't let his values got in the way. Like, he cared too much about himself, like his personal values, to let Angela go down for a crime that he knows she wasn't really responsible for. So he would rather not really die. He didn't think he was going to die, which I don't know why he didn't think he was going to die. Like, you're about to send Mike to jail. Obviously, Mike's not going to jail willingly. And, yeah. So, and of course, Mike just wasn't going to get no, like, I don't think Mike was going to get a deal if he actually went to jail. Like, 5 people got killed who was on the FBI. Like, 5 agents got killed because of because of Mike snitching. Not snitching, but being a mole. So it was really no good end for Mike. His best way was to find his way out, and Greg ended up being his way out. He would have been Angela if Greg would have went with it. But hey, now we're done with Mike and Greg. There's really not too much more to go there with. I feel like Greg's mentor might actually get involved. I feel like that's the only thing I can think of. I don't think even though everybody might want St. Patrick to be the murderer, I don't feel like he's going to actually be the murderer. So, like, even though he's not the murderer, but I don't feel like he's actually going to go down for this. Now, with that being said, like, he might go down for the break-in. He obviously pulled a B&E, but I don't think anything. There's no way for him to go down for that murder. Or there is, but he had to find an alibi, find out where he was, because I think before the club he actually was doing something else with somebody. I can't remember all the way, but I feel like before he got I feel like he might have already been at the club. Honestly, I feel like he's at the club already. So I feel like for the murder part, he's actually going to get off already. So I'm not even worried about that. I'm pretty sure that he's going to get off because he's already at the club. Because when Greg called him over, he said, I'll be at the club in 5 minutes. So I'm sure at the time that Greg got killed, he was already at the club. So, yeah, he go down for the B&E, but he's not really going down for the murder. I forgot all about that. He was actually in the club by the time Greg got killed. So that's not even an issue. He's good on that front. Now, going past that, let's go to Ghost. Let's go on Ghost right now. We see Ghost. He's doing all his plans. We see he's basically trying to find a way that Tommy don't really go down. Even though we know, like we said, when he sent Ruiz in there, he didn't want Tommy to go down. He didn't want himself to go down. And we see from the tape, he never mentioned James by name. He never even really mentions Tommy by name. Only reason Tommy is on that tape is because Tommy comes in when when Tasha actually calls Tommy and let him know that what Ghost has planned. So at no point did Luis get either one of them brought up. It was all good, just Milan. Until Tommy came back because of the information he got. Then Tommy incriminated himself. But with Proctor, you see the funniest thing Proctor did with that group text message, like, hey man, we don't need a group text to keep up with all the shit you fucked up. Like, it's super, like, that had me laughing. Like, that was one of the funniest things ever when he said that. It reminded me of when he played Turtle. I don't know, you don't know who Turtle is, that's an Entourage character. Entourage was a silly show. You gotta go check it out if you haven't seen Entourage. But besides that, we see Proctor's telling him, like, look, man, Tommy's probably gonna go down for this murder of Ruiz. And when Tommy go down, they're probably gonna connect you to it. And then you're gonna be connected to Angela. So now that all that is cleared up, Greg is cleared. Well, now that Greg's blamed for it, Angela's cleared, but I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I feel like Angela's going to get pulled into it again. I feel like that footage, not that footage, but that information is going to come up, and Angela's going to get pulled back into it somehow. Basically, he was cleaning up. Like, I don't know how he's going to do it, but she's going to get pulled back into it because of Ghost, which would be her own fault since she arrested him for a murder he didn't commit. Now, the moment Ghost touched that glass, I knew what it was. Like, I already knew, oh, Ghost is going down for something. Whatever happened in that apartment, I knew Ghost was going down for it. That basically was the moment I found out Ghost was going, like, that Greg was dying. I seen that, like, from a mile away. I don't know why he wasn't even wearing a glove. Why the fuck did he not have a glove on? You just broke into somebody else's house. Can we talk about the fact that this fool running around in all black skinny jeans and a beanie and with a bomber jacket, breaking into people's house like it's nothing. This old, I don't know what kind of agent, like secret agent James Bond pulling ass. We see he's behind the door. He's managing to smooth right back as soon as she comes in. And I love the way his demeanor changed when he walked in Greg's room and he found Angela's bra. Like, that right there, like the face he made, he just heated. And it was crazy to me that he held back so much when Greg was questioning him, throwing him up against the car and everything. It was crazy that he actually, it was crazy that he felt like so calm. And we see he wanted to get mad, but he didn't want to get arrested just for the fact that he knew he couldn't, he really couldn't do it because of that. Now, besides that, Yeah, Tommy's gonna be his alibi. He met with Tommy at the club, so he is good. Like there's no way for him to get in trouble. I feel like he's good. Like he met with Tommy. After he met Tommy, he met a girl to sign those papers. So Greg, I mean that Greg, but Ghost has so many alibis. Like he's straight for that night at the time of the murders. So I'm not even worried about Ghost going down for that. He was obviously in the club. He was obviously with multiple people. He actually signed papers and everything to show that he was actually there. So Ghost is actually gonna be cool. Be cool. I don't know why I'm keep falling back to that. I'm thinking about like Ghost is gonna be cool. And honestly, I think Tariq is gonna be okay. A lot of like I think he's stupid for all the stuff he's been doing this season and even this episode. And it's yeah, boy. Let's talk what else the Ghost do? We see Ghost like I don't know how Angela didn't catch on to it that Ghost didn't do it though. Because when he was earlier having breakfast or whatever, yes, he was saying stuff that made it seem like he did kill him. Like I'm like, oh shit. She think he killed Luis and Greg. Like she think he caught two bodies. Like, yeah. Like we see her got her hand, she's cool and everything. Like he actually was cool. Until he said that one line. I think he said, I love you and I do anything for you. Once he said that, that's when she got one of her supervisors told her that shit got into her head. And she was like, he did this shit. And what he could say, he did it for her. He could say he was doing it to cover up the tracks for her. Now he say that she's fucked. She's fucked, and he can give her all type. And he can give all type of information of why like she could be the person that gave him the information. Now besides that, it's gonna be crazy to see how this shit turns out because, like I said, like I don't know, I can't believe she did that. I feel like she knows Jamie enough to know when he did and didn't do something, when he's playing dumb, when he's not playing dumb. Like at that moment, he obviously wasn't playing dumb. He was genuinely like just being himself. And when he sees her in the club and just kisses her, I knew it was off when she walked into the club off the fact that she came in leather. We know when Angela's in the club or when she dresses up or anything, when she's going to go see Jamie for like their relationship, she's planning on getting a D. And she's normally in something real thin. She know like nice sexy dress, something nice that she knows that he likes. So this episode when she walked in, there was none of that. It was just her. Her face was like calm. She wasn't like smiling or anything. She didn't seem happy. She didn't really celebrate him. I was like, I knew something was up. So when when Ghost when Ghost kissed her, and she was giving kind of a little puppy dog face, it was like damn, like, why are they trying to steal my boy? Like it was crazy. Like I don't know. After he did all that, after all that, like he got from under him a line. Him and Tommy back cool somewhat, not really. He lied. He had too much stuff going on in this episode. Like he lost his clubs, his son, and other stuff, and he can't even get out. That's the crazy part. Ain't no bail for murder, so he gonna be in there a while until they get whatever figured out. So yeah, he gonna be in there for a while. No, damn. So that then like with Angela's like arc this episode, with her story, this episode was great. We see how I hated how she just was showing up at Greg's house like it was nothing. Nobody questioned it. Well, obviously they knew once they found all her stuff there, but we see she showed up to Greg's house when Ghost was there. We see once he's murdered, she's showing up and she's trying to find out information, and like I'm pretty sure, I don't know why this came to my head, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a record of because I'm pretty sure that the car has like a dash cam or something that they can pull that. They'll pull those records if they pull them. And when Sandoval actually came over to Tommy's house, but to Greg's house, I'm pretty sure he had a phone record of him talking to him, asking him to come over or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that's there. so much stuff is going on in my head because so much happened this episode. Like, it's crazy. So much is going on. That happened. We see what's the next part? I think I got lost. We're talking about Angela. So Angela, she's just shown up to Greg's house like it's nothing. Yeah, like she's so comfortable with Greg. She had a key already. This season took place over like 2 weeks. So how the hell does she have a key already? Like, yeah. And then I just thought about a lot of different things about Raina, but yeah. So we see that. We see she's actually genuinely sad. The funniest thing, I'll say that for later. That gotta be my power move of the week. I'm gonna say that for later. But so that happened. Let's just move on to Tariq. Everybody want to talk about Tariq. Tariq. Boy, he is an idiot. His sister is dumb too. I gotta give her sister this too. Like, boy, like, oh my God. I don't know why I want to say donkey today, but I can't call her a donkey today. But she is an idiot. She gotta come in for this too. Both of them, these two, you can tell they twins. They both retarded. If my brother was hanging out with some grown ass man that was, why the hell are you letting your brother hang out with some grown ass man? I understand she's his sister. She can't really like overpower him or anything, but she could have been saying something to her mom. Why the hell are you letting your sibling hang out with this grown ass man? You know it's not. You know it's not safe. These motherfuckers. Like, and then she just said it to her mom so casually. Oh, he hanging out with Slim. Dad's friend, Dre's friend, Sean's friend, Tommy's friend. Like, she just said it so casually, like he should be hanging out with a grown ass man by himself. Like, oh my God. But back to Tariq. We see Tariq, he's really about it. I gotta give Tariq a little respect. Even I gotta give it to him. He gets he's dumb though. He got put in a dumb situation because of him being stupid. So we see him talking to Kanan. Kanan gives him a package. I thought it was drugs or something. I think he was running guns. I was like, oh, he already got him running bricks. He trusts him that much, like a little. I'm like, oh, Kanan's a little trustworthy. So we see that happen. We see he basically tells him he's not ready. And what kind of school does he go to that when he misses school, they don't call home? I went to a public school. If I missed a period, they was calling my mom, and my mom was hitting my phone up trying to figure out where I am. So, like, there was no questions. Like, I had to beat my mom home to delete the message from my school for me to be okay. I'm not saying you should ditch school, but what kind of school did he go to that they don't even alert you when your student is missing school? Maybe it's just where I lived at, whatever. But if you missed a period, they would call your house and let them know what periods you missed. So, yeah. Now, besides that, we see he's running drugs. He actually gets arrested, which I thought was like which I can't say I called everything, but it seemed like I'm like, oh, I called this. But I thought something was suspicious when they threw him in the back seat, and I didn't think it was gonna be a cop. But once he did arrest him, and he threw him in the back seat, and he got in the back seat with him. Like, this is kind of weird. Like, why the hell would a cop get in the back seat with a perk? I've been in the back seat of a cruiser before, but I've never had the cop get back there with me. So that I thought was suspicious. Obviously, I didn't think it was jukebox. So when they flashed the jukebox, I was like, oh shit, jukebox back. I was wondering when jukebox was coming back. It makes sense for jukebox to be in this episode, and it was crazy. Like, it was crazy that jukebox came back. I wasn't really expecting her. Other people might have expected her. Like, it made sense for her to be here. I wondered why she was missing for the whole season. She only came in 1 or 2 episodes, and then she was never seen again until today. So the way they did that was actually perfect to be a little unsuspecting, but it was great. I actually really enjoyed that when we see that aspect. Another thing we see that Kanan wasn't all the way like front with Jukebox. I'm sorry, let me get back to Tariq. And we see when Tariq's in the car, he's being questioned, like trying to figure out who gave him the guns. They tell him he's gonna be in jail for like until he's 18 and everything. Tariq does not break. He just sit there like fuck, like I'm here now. It's too late. Like it don't even matter because I got caught with it. It's my fault. And when we see Tariq, like, is she really about to take him in? That's what like confused me too. Like, is she really about to take him in? Because we see her get ready to pull the car to drive, and we see Kanan just open the door, and we see like basically he gets accepted in, and he gets fucked up. Well, he fucks himself over because he's talking too much. He talks way too much. He's been there chilling, kicking it, sipping lean, and he talks way too much. And Kanan's a fool because Kanan, he wants to be like Jukebox wants to kill Tariq. So for Kanan, he's gonna have to choose between Tariq or Jukebox. I don't know who he's gonna pick. Did I say Kanan? Well, Kanan's gonna have to choose between Tariq or Jukebox. I don't know who he's actually gonna pick in this, cause we know Kanan don't really give a fuck. Kanan already smashed Jukebox girl without like. Yes, old girl had permission to smash, but Kanan didn't. Kanan didn't know he had permission. Kanan was doing it behind Jukebox back, and he always paid old girl off not to say nothing. She still told, but the fact of the matter is, he was doing it just because he wanted to smash. So obviously, Jukebox, his loyalty does not belong to Jukebox. Kanan's loyalty belongs to Kanan. So I don't know if he's gonna choose Jukebox or Tariq. And now a bigger issue for this is Ghost is locked up. So how they gonna get money? How they gonna get money? And then Tariq just opened his mouth too much talking about how much money his dad got. They asked him like how much his clothes and stuff cost. He already know because he knows it's expensive, whatever. They talking about his front door, whatever. Like a front door, we had an elevator. Like what? Like nah, he balling over here, big bank. So like what's her name didn't even like Jukebox didn't know about that. So Kanan had to look like we gonna rob his friends' houses. But nah, Jukebox wanted instant money at the moment. She wasn't thinking a long time. And I think that's why Kanan gonna end up choosing Tariq over her because she's about to pay now and not later. And she wanted Kanan like she wants to get paid and still kill Kanan. I mean, still kill Tariq. But the issue with this is if Tariq comes up dead and what I'm trying to say, if Tariq comes up dead and they have this photo of Kanan's arm being burned, no, they didn't have his face in there, but they have a burnt arm. All they gotta say is, oh, I know who is responsible for this. As if Tariq comes up dead. I know who's responsible for this. Take this picture in and be like, look, it was Kanan. He has a burnt arm. If you find him, you will see this arm matches this picture. Ugh. Like, it just wasn't smart. Like, who does this? It wasn't smart. And he has an iPhone. Find my phone. Find my phone. Find my phone. I might be overthinking this, but is it just me? Like, and with me, like my family, I don't know how. It seems like Ghost would do this with his family, but my family, since we all have iPhones and like we all like on this little family account, we all know where we don't really know, but if we wanted to know where each other was, we can. We don't use it, but if we wanted to know where each other was, we could find out just by looking into our phones. It has like this little family app, and it shows where all of us are, and we're adults. So I know he had this for kids. I might be saying like, yeah, like, but if we can find out, like, if my family can find out where each other are, and we all have iPhones, I'm pretty sure Ghost is able to find his son whenever he really wants to. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe because I have knowledge of technology, I'm thinking like way too far. But besides that, yeah, that's the. Yeah, so Yeah, so like that app, like he could have found out where Tariq was at any moment. But yeah, I'm thinking like I know I'm overthinking it, but yeah. So we see Kanan really don't even want to ransom Tariq. So that's Jukebox whole little plan. We see Jukebox actually make the lean stronger for Tariq. We see, and the weirdest shit to me, I don't understand why Tariq is still sipping up the same straw as 50. It just don't make sense to me. That's the most creepiest thing of the episode is me. Like, why the hell are y'all sharing a straw? Like, why? Why? Sway. Why Sway? Sway don't even got the answers, man. Like, I don't understand why he was sipping that straw. It's unbelievable. Like, now, now moving over to so that's really it. Like, let's move over to what I want to move over to. Let's move over to Tommy. Let's move over to Tommy, young Tommy. No, the new El Jefe. Like, so Tommy's the head of the food chain now. We see Tommy. He's out here. I didn't think we could trust Tommy. I thought Tommy was playing. I thought Tommy was riding with Milan. But now we find out Tommy was riding for Tommy. Tommy's like, Tommy's the boss now. We see Tommy walking around. He actually gets to jump on. Oh boy, what's his number 2? Where is Julio? That's my question. We didn't see any Julio this episode. Actually, for the last couple episodes, where is Julio? Because Tommy has a new number 2. Maybe 2 number 2. I don't know. I don't know where Dre lands up on Tommy's organization. But obviously, Dre's responsible for the clubs. That's where Tommy's putting Dre at. And we got the little serving it dude to teach Tommy how to work his connect and shit. And wasn't like, damn. Where does Julio fall into this? Is Julio taking over the street level shit? I don't know. Like, I don't know. But I tell you one thing, Tommy got some soldiers. And I love the way he had Dre, he had Dre working with Ghost to make Ghost think, oh, he had everything under control. We see that, Dre brings in his friends. I thought Dre was doing some shit that was out of pocket, honestly. We know that Dre's friends been willing to rob the clubs like forever. That's what they've been on. They've been on robbing these clubs. So now they're actually part of the clubs. They probably gonna be the ones slanging the drugs inside the truth clubs. Honestly, we see they're all suited up and everything. So that's to be the people slanging inside the clubs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm like 100% sure Dre's putting his boys in the club to slang, and they're gonna be up. They're gonna be up in all the troops and everything. So Dre's responsible for the clubs as far as the drugs dealing go. I'm telling you that right now. You heard it here first. Dre's taking over all the drugs for the club, and Ghost would teach them a little bit. So I'm pretty sure he knows how to run a club pretty well. Well, good enough to make sure everything goes well. If all else goes to hell, he can always hire somebody just to make sure to teach him. We know the prodigal son is still out there. He gonna need a job. So, and he's willing to work for the dirty shit. So he might be there. What's next? But back to Tommy. We see Tommy's working on his shit. Tommy, I can't believe Tommy had it on so many levels. Even with the Milan people, like, oh, look, Milan shitted on you, and Milan shitted on you when he got me. He thought I was fucking with him, and he just threw you to the side like it was nothing. How did that make you feel? And it really didn't feel too good. He didn't like it, and I don't know if he actually on the same. It seemed like he's under Tommy, but kind of like on the same level as Tommy. Because obviously Tommy can't get the drugs by himself. He don't need to connect. Like, he kind of like needs a middleman to connect him with the family and everything. Even though we know Milan taught him, like, introduced him to the family, basically said he's one of them and everything. That's who the new man is. Like, I don't understand how that works, but I'm glad Tommy was able to trade him over, bring him into the fold. and got everything working. Now, I'm like, yeah, like, but one thing I can say is I'm pretty sure that Tommy killed Keisha because we didn't see Keisha this episode. Unless she gonna magically pop up next episode, like on season 4, episode 1. But besides that, I'm pretty sure Tommy killed Keisha. Like, we didn't hear anything about it. I'm confused why they haven't even mentioned that Keisha was a deer. They mentioned Holly, but they didn't mention Keisha. Like, she works with Keisha. How does she not gonna think about Keisha at all? She didn't even seem worried about Keisha, honestly. Maybe she got a text from Keisha. I don't know. That storyline has been like basically just like just looked over. Now, now besides that, like Tommy was the man this episode. I love the way they showed them kill Milan. I'm glad he didn't go out like crying or anything. Like we seen when we killed Lobos, he didn't go out like a suck or anything, but he did try to fight for his life. He basically kind of panicked and tried to get away. Now Milan, we see Milan basically had to like hit his boss pose and just took it like a man. I'm kind of upset that they killed him in like 3 episodes. I feel like he was a bigger threat than that. He could at least maybe to the season finale, not season, but the season premiere for season 4. That'd have been perfect using Milan's death as the catalyst for whatever goes on, which is still cool. But now I feel like the catalyst for next season actually Greg's death and the death of Ruiz. That's going to be like the catalyst for next year's episodes. And going past that, going back to Greg, this is so much going on. We see for Tasha, we see she calls Tommy over right away after she had that conversation with Ghost. My thing with Tasha is, why is she worried about what Ghost did? Oh, Ghost got home late. What was you doing last night? Like, shut up, man. Like, go. You already chose your side. Obviously, it was a Ghost. And we see when she's talking to Tommy, she's like, "Oh, you sound just like Ghost. You want to get out?" So she obviously, like we see, she doesn't even want Ghost out. She still wants Ghost in. She just doesn't want to under Milan anymore. And she don't trust really neither one of them. But she puts her trust in Tommy over Ghost. And she tells Tommy, "Hey, look, even though I don't like Ghost, even though all this blah blah blah, he's still the father of my children, and I have to protect him. So make sure your plan don't do anything crazy to get Ghost killed." But she doesn't know. I feel like if Ghost get a line, his life might be at risk. I don't think him and Tommy gonna go to gunplay next season. I don't feel like it's gonna go that far. They're gonna have some like disagreements or whatever, but I don't feel like it's gonna go that far. So yeah, like that's gonna be sorted out. The drugs in the club are gonna be sorted out pretty fast. I feel like that's like a no-brainer. And what else happened? Like that's really all that happened this episode. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, Tasha finds out. She doesn't find out about Holly, but she knows something happened with Holly. Even the way like, oh Holly, nothing happened. Like even the way he played it like that, like she knew something was up. She knew what was going on, but she couldn't really prove anything. And then when he said that, he left abruptly. So there was nothing for her to really do, say, or even like confront him against. But besides that, yeah, like I honestly, another thing, I thought Ghost was actually going. I wish he's had these contracts. He would start knocking down old girl, but it looks like that's gonna be Dre's job. Like Dre's about to start getting him a new girl for the show. I'm not gonna be his baby mom. He's probably gonna be seeing his kids too much more. But we got that, and we still have Kanan on the table. So season 4 is so much going on. We had Kanan on the table. We got Tommy going against Ghost on the table. We got Ghost trying to fight for his freedom. It's so much going on next season. This is about to be a nice little season coming up. And I don't know how I'm trying to see the casting does. Because we know Chris Brown was supposed to come next season, but once he got caught in that little drama with old girl, Chris Brown lost his role as I think they say he's gonna be a drug dealer next season. So he lost his role, but 50 says he's still going to be in it, so I don't know what's going on with that. I know Noriega he talked to 50 about getting a role on here. He asked for a real like minor role. He just wants to shoot somebody. So maybe we might see Noriega on here next season. There's a lot going on next season. But for my likes about this episode, I love how it was real action packed. I loved how they tied up most of the ends, like loose ends or whatever, and whatever. But for my downs, I don't like how like obviously Raina knew who Slim was, and I feel like that could have been explained better. That could have been explained a lot better. There's no reason for her to be letting her brother run around like a grown ass man. Um, that's really like another down I had was the Keisha angle. They should at least let us know that what happened with Keisha. Either she's dead or she isn't dead. I'm just thinking they leave like a loophole. Maybe Lala's contract like ran out and she's probably in the middle of renegotiating. So depending on how her negotiations go, I don't know. It's just me speculating. Maybe her contract ran out and now she's at the choice like to re-up. Maybe she can try to act for more money, maybe more on-screen time, whatever. But we'll find out next season, like if she died, or if she isn't. Now, to my power move of the week, that has to go to my boy Sax. They might be the first. This is the first time Sax gets power move of the week, and it's probably gonna be the only time Sax get it. Cause my boy Sax smelled blood. Is a shark. He smelled blood in the water, and he went for it. Boy, like this boy is a sexual predator. We seen him. He's not a sexual predator, right? As in he tried to commit a crime against Angela. But we see Greg just died. She just got dumped by her boyfriend. And that boy Sax was like, death make crazy things happen. You should come to the crib. Yes, he gets turned down. But hey, you can't get mad at a man for shooting his shot. You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. Yes, Sax missed this one. But he had the score is the same that it was before he took the shot as it was after he took the shot. You can't get mad at Sax for going for it, baby. You can't get mad at him. So he gets my power move of the week for knowing the situation and taking full advantage of it. No, it didn't work out in his favor, but nonetheless he tried. That's all. He gave it the old college try. That's all I asked for. That is all I asked for. So with that being said, that's all we have for this week of this episode. Now I'm going to announce the winner. So the winner is actually Terrence Sutton. I already messaged you. Just make sure you hit me back. Let me know what your option was between the $25 gift cards. And as always, like, comment, subscribe if you like what you've seen. Follow us on Instagram at lost_culture. Follow me on Instagram at Saint_Aston just to keep up to date with everything that we're going on. I'm going to start posting on there. I'm probably start working on the Twitter too. The Twitter is going to be lost_cult TV. So lost, LOST _CULT TV. And thank you guys for tuning in. As always, stay lost. Recap for Power Season 3, Episode 9, I Call the Shots. So this starts off with Paperboy and Earn outside the club. It looks like Paperboy just